All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 10 of the CMLL 2004 series. I'm Hijo de Amigo. This is TEW9, and yeah, let's get this show on the road today. Happy Friday, everybody. At the time of me streaming this, it's Friday, so happy Friday. If you're watching this any other day of the week, happy Friday, anyways. All right, and yeah, we've got some cool stuff planned for this episode. We always do. We're about to book the it's Saturday, so we're about to have to book a CMLL Televisa show, which is going to serve as the go home show for what next week. We're gonna have a Super Viernes pay-per-view. So yeah. I only just recently realized that every week 4 Super Viernes on the schedule is a pay-per-view. And yeah, as such, I decided rather than just having it sneak up on me like last time and just kind of throwing together whatever, I actually planned out a card for this, if you can believe it or not. So yeah, we've got a lot of notes here. We got stuff for the Televisa show we're about to book. We've got stuff for the pay-per-view. I don't want to even really go over everything. I don't want to spoil it. We're gonna talk about it as we book it. But yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming. All right, what else? On the last episode, we let a few people go from our roster. You see here, we're down to 80 now. I believe we were at 88. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't fully remember everyone we fired. I know we let go of both of the minis, so Zuki and Espectito. I just cannot say that name. Yeah, we let them go. We let a lot of the younger guys like Tigre Metallico go. Yeah, I really don't remember who else is. There's Tigre Blanco Jr. Okay, yeah, I guess we let them go too. And yeah, a couple of other people. Just unimportant undercard guys. I felt like the roster was getting a bit heavy, so to speak. So yeah, I just thought, just a light trim, just get rid of some of the fat, basically. And yeah, that in mind, we're also trying to bring in El Dandy. It's not what I wanted to look at. He's got a fair bit of pop, he is El Dandy. Oh, whoa, I didn't. Huh. Yeah, he's got a fair bit of pop, and yeah, we brought him in before. He's pretty good. He's got good tech, good consistency, good basics. Yeah, I think he can just be a useful guy to have on a roster. Just a good undercard heel that we can have. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. We're bringing in El Dandy. Let me see. Before we advance to the show, I just want to make sure we're not forgetting anything. All right, I talked about this already. I want to unify the super lightweight and welterweight titles. We're not going to do that on any of these upcoming shows, but just have it written here to keep it in mind. We're going to do that pretty soon. I added storylines for the heavyweight and the tag team championships, so let's go ahead and look. This is not storylines. I'm just clicking in the wrong places today. Yeah, we already had storylines going for like the trios titles, the welterweight, the middleweight title. So yeah, for heavyweight, I want Dr. Wagner to go after it next. So yeah, we just have Dr. Wagner and Mr. Nebula here in the storyline. Tag titles, Rey Bucanero and Ultimo Guerrero are the current champs. And yeah, on the last show, I booked Atlantis to beat them in a trios match. So yeah, I'm thinking Atlantis is going to be one of the next challengers for the title. I don't know yet who he's going to team with. He is a tag team with El Rayo de Jalisco Jr. But yeah, Rayo de Jalisco Jr. just, hasn't been one of our better signings, I'd say. Hasn't really, his stats and the actual scores he get don't really seem to match up. So yeah, maybe we'll go with like Felino or something. I think that could be a suitable replacement. And yeah, I made a note here that we need to use character ideas on Mistico and maybe on Takayama if we can you know, if we can get a couple of near certainties, like 2 or 3, that would be awesome. Yeah, in a perfect world. Okay, let's look at Mystico. Yeah. Somehow he's got cooled momentum. I I don't know why. I don't think we've ever actually booked him to lose a match. Yeah, he's 26-0 in the company. And yeah, he just won the trios titles. They successfully defended them on Super Viernes, so that was last night. Yeah, I have no clue how he has cooled momentum. But yeah, we're trying to get him over, so that's not good for us. So yeah, if we can get a good character idea. Right now we've got 2 likelies and a safe bet for Negro Casas. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to use these likelies while he's already at cooled momentum. So we're gonna hold off and see if we can get some better ones. Because yeah, it's, you know, he shouldn't be at cooled momentum anyways. He's getting wins, but yeah, we don't want this. And then yeah, we'll look at Takayama. He's at neutral momentum now. But yeah, again, another guy I only ever book him to win. I've been giving him a push. So yeah, if we can get him to like very warm momentum, that would be nice. He's only here for a short amount of time. We want to get him as popular as we can, as quickly as we can. So yeah, we're gonna have to remember to try to get some character ideas in the next meeting. And you know, before we advance to the show, let's actually do a quick recap of some of what we did last time. You see here on CMLL and Televisa, we got a 77, and yeah, we titled this episode Super Sabado. Super Sabado. El Sábado Espectaculares. Yeah, we had the the semifinals and the finals of the Trios Championship tournament on this show. We had Mephisto defending his welterweight title against Volador Jr. in a solid match. We had kind of a tournament losers 5-on-5 match, although it had Emilio Charles Jr. and Scorpio who weren't in the tournament. But yeah, you know, just a big match. We threw a bunch of people in just to get them on the card, and it got a 65. But you know, we got Ultimo, Sasuke, Vampiro, Shocker all on the card, so you know, not terrible. And yeah, you see here in our big main event, the finals of the tournament, El Santo, Mystico, and Blue Panther were able to defeat Dr. Wagner Jr. and Los Hermanos Dinamita to win the vacant trios title. And yeah, they celebrated with the belts. Overall, a really solid show. And yeah, I'm glad it was so successful because, you know, we kind of just fell into this tournament and it ended up working out really well for us. So yeah, I'm glad that went well. And then yeah, we booked this Super Viernes. See what we got here. We got Virus got a win over Cassandro. We got Los Delincuentes Japoneses picking up a 2-0 victory over Ringo Mendoza and Los Hermanos Stone. 4-on-4 action. Ultimo Dragon, Great Sasuke, Volador Jr., and Ricky Marvin just picking up a win over Zumbido, Fuerza Guerrera, and Pandilla Guerrera. Aguayo Jr. got a straight up 1-on-1 win over Mascara Sagrada, and then he cut a promo on LA Park after the match saying that he has no respect for him. Which, yeah, I forgot to mention, on Super Sabado, we basically had it so that Negro Casas, Perro Aguayo Jr., and LA Park, they lost their semifinal match due to a miscommunication between Perro Aguayo Jr. and LA Park. So yeah, there's been tension between them for a while now, and you know, them basically at like, I don't know if it would make more sense for LA Park to accidentally hit Perro Aguayo or Perro Aguayo to accidentally hit LA Park, but either way, there was miscommunication, there was a breakdown between them. Finally, things are kind of coming to a head here, and yeah, they got knocked out of the tournament, and now there's beef. All right, and we had Wagner Jr. and Universo Dos Mil getting a win over El Canek and Mr. Nebla in a good match. You know, we shouldn't be surprised. It seems that Dr. Wagner Jr. just cannot do any wrong. We had a promo from Guerrero, Stella, and Vierno. Were they talking about Atlantis? Okay, yeah, they were talking about Atlantis, El Pantera, and Felino and how they lost to them. Speaking of, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, this was actually before the match. But yeah, you see here, Atlantis, Felino, and El Pantera got the win over Los Guerreros and Vierno. LA Park and Negro Casas have a backstage segment where LA Park basically says, look, Negro Casas, I know Perro Aguayo Jr., I know he's your boy and all. You know, I know he's kind of your, you're kind of his mentor, but I'm going to kick his ass. He's disrespectful. Somebody's going to teach him a lesson. So yeah, LA Park and Perro Aguayo Jr. both, neither of them backing down. And then in the main event here, we had the new Trios champions defend the belts against Los Invernales, El Satánico, Mephisto, and Super Crazy. And a, successful first title defense. And yeah, the show got a 7. All right, with that recap and all of that stuff out of the way, it's finally time for us to book the Go Home show to our pay-per-view, which is currently untitled. Now that I know we're going to be doing these monthly pay-per-views, we probably should try to come up with names for them. I decided that on the next one, should have mentioned this before also. I decided on the next pay-per-view, that's when we're gonna run the Leyenda de Plata tournament. So that'll probably just be the name of the show. But yeah, in the future, if there's no like tournament or anything that lands on the on the day of the pay-per-view, we'll just try to come up with a name. And let's go to the Plaza de Toro Tula. There's gonna be some empty seats, but I think that's okay. All right, booking team. We really need some character ideas. We're trying to push Mystico, and he's not doing too hot. So what do you guys got? I was about to get excited for this, but it's only for Felino. All right, well, we're heading in the right direction. Can we get something more general use, please? Likely to. All right. We can do a little better than that, guys. I believe in you. A bit of a gamble. We're not even gonna keep that. All right, this is gonna be the last shot. All right, I'm sure they saved their best idea for last, and here's gonna come a near certainty. Let's see it. Safe bet for Ultimo Draft. Oh my God, we didn't get anything we can use for Mystico. All right, we're just gonna have to have him get the win in whatever his next match is. Yeah, that's annoying. All right, Emilio Charles Jr. for creative finish. Fierce running training drills for a bunch of people. Oh, come on. Super Crazy demanding a pay rate. I don't like when people do this right before the show. Like, this is how we lost Black Tiger a while back. I feel like there's somebody else we lost where we gave them a half raise and they still quit. So yeah, I kind of hate that Super Crazy's doing this. It's gonna set a bad precedent, but Super Crazy is really good, and I don't want him to go to AAA. So we'll just give him the fucking raise. Whatever. Just keep it on the DL, man. Don't go telling her. LA Park almost got into a fight with Mascara Sagrada. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised it's LA Park almost getting into a fight? And that's it for the locker room stuff. Super Crazy, that really wasn't cool, man. That really wasn't cool of you. We're not gonna do anything here. All right, it's time to book some CMLL on Televisa. Let's go ahead and see what we've got written down for the show. All right, we need to set up LA Park versus Perro Aguayo Jr. Yeah, this has kind of been going on for a while now, and you see written down here, I want to do a lucha de apuestas between them because we can't do a match for LA Park's light heavyweight championship. Perro Aguayo Jr. is not in the weight class. But we want the match to have stakes, so a lucha de apuestas would be our best bet. And unfortunately for Perro Aguayo Jr., I don't think I want to unmask LA Park at this moment. That would kind of be crazy. So we're gonna have to go and ask Perro Aguayo Jr. if he'd be willing to shave his head. So I don't know why I'm gonna ask him that on this show. We're not gonna book it now, but let's ask him anyways. Because yeah, we should have done this before. But yeah, let's see. Please be a good sport about it, man. Please. All right, he's cool with it. As long as we give him a bonus, and yeah, that's definitely something we can do. All right, and it is not a lesser tour or throwaway show. It's a I believe it's a normal event. So yeah, the Lucha de Apuestas is officially on, and it's officially going to be the main event. So yeah, we're gonna be setting that match up on this show, probably with a couple of segments. Maybe one of them will have a match. Oh, we're gonna have Santo, Mystico, and Panther like throw out an open challenge. So we can bring in Damien 666, Halloween, and Psychosis to face them at the pay-per-view. All right, yeah, I've got Mr. CMLL-land, Storm, and El Connect with a question mark. Gonna take on Wagner Jr. and Los Hermanos Dinamita. All right, yeah, we've got some stuff to book, so enough reading. Let's get to booking. Let's get to clicking these buttons. How about we? Oh, my cat's licking himself up next to me. I hate this. It's like, can you at least do it a little bit away from me, not right on top of me? Just the sound, like, it's like, please stop. Mr. Nebula, Lance Storm, and screw it, we'll do El Connect. They're gonna take on Wagner, Universo, and Apollo Dantes getting some play. I guess we're just switching things up. All right. All right, I believe all these guys are over. So can we give like 14 minutes? And we've had Wagner Jr. go over he's gone over Mr. Neblas multiple times at this point, I think. Yeah, they beat El Connect and Mr. Nebla here. Um he beat him here. He beat him here. Yeah. So he's already beaten Mr. Nebla multiple times. I feel like Mr. Nebla needs to win this match. So yeah, we're gonna have him pin. I'll have him beat Apollo Dantes. Alright, we're gonna do open match, clean win. Oh, and I forgot to make it a Lucha Rules match. Okay, a classic. I always do that to start the stream. And they're baby faces. We're gonna give them a comeback victory. All right, we got one match down. What was the other? Oh, I remember. It's First, let's go ask. Gran Hamada is a lot more popular in Mexico than Yoshihiro Takayama, but he is professional. So I'm hoping that we can ask him to put over Takayama and that he'll be cool with that because I like I said already in this video, we're trying to get Takayama as over as we can as quickly as we can. And Gran Hamada, I think he can take I think he can lose this match and still be fine. He's still Gran Hamada, So let's hope for the best. I'm not willing to put Big T over. God damn it. All right, let's see. About being booked to lose. I would be furious. All right, well, this is not going the way I planned. God, it sucks. We've been running this feud, and you know, I don't want Los Delincuentes Japoneses to just keep beating Super Dolphin. You know what I mean? I don't want them to just keep beating Super Dolphin and like Olympico and stuff. They need to beat somebody kind of important, which is Gran Hamada. Yeah, he doesn't want to help us out. He doesn't want to do a solid for his fellow countrymen. Yeah, so I'm disappointed. Are we gonna play this now? Let's see. Let's go to Big T. All right, yeah, he's got 2 wins recently over Ringo Mendoza. Ringo Mendoza, unlike Gran Hamada, willing to do business, willing to put over the 37 years young Yoshihiro Takayama. They were on the winning team in this 5-on-5 here. I don't know, man. I don't want them to freaking lose to let's see something. Where's Nozawa? Nozawa, have you ever beaten Gran Hamada? Yeah, Ringo Mendoza. Super Dolphin, Olympico, and Evo. They lost to Ultimo Dragon, Great Sasuke, and Super Dolphin here. They lost to Gran Hamada here. What if we ask? Yeah, let's see. What if we ask Gran Hamada to put up? I mean, Nozawa doesn't. He's not the one we're trying to push, but actually, yeah. What does that do for us if we get Nozawa more over? What does that really do for us? God. I mean, the storyline's hot. Let's see. Big T, neutral. Gran Hamada, fairly good. Nozawa. Let's see. Let's ask him if he'll put over Nozawa. On Gran Hamada, be cool. Be cool about this. Oh, brother. Please. Dude, this is so annoying. It's like, what are we gonna do if this feud, if they're not willing to, it's not even like I'm saying let's have Gran Hamada and the baby faces lose the entire feud, but he won't even give him a match. He won't even give him a match. Like, what are we talking about, Gran Hamada? All right, well, that stinks. So we're just gonna book Los Delincuentes Japoneses in a different match. All right, let's get Noru in here, of course. Let's see what other baby faces can be. Will Mascara Sagara put him over? Let's see. Mascara Sagara. Mascara Sagara, Super Parka. Who is Volador Jr.'s dad? I found this out by watching a YouTube video. Shout out to Let's Talk Lucha on YouTube. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I'm just a fan, and I think their videos are cool. So yeah, check them out. Let's Talk Lucha. Yeah, super. Oh, not super crazy. Super Barca. I mean, you know, after what Super Crazy pulled before the show, we should have Yoshihiro Takayama pin him, but we're not gonna do that. Let's get these two, and probably not anybody from well known. Let's get this guy. Are you like decent at least? It is decent at least. All right, cool. Sabado, Mahiga, and Park. We're gonna go 11 minutes. We've just been giving them straight up 2-0 wins. Let's have them. Let's have the technicals fight back a little bit this time and have it be a 2-1. Oh, did I not make it a lucha match? God, every time. It's furious. We brought in Mascara Sagrada and he immediately got injured, so I've kind of soured on him a bit. I've kind of soured on him a bit. I mean, he does have some popularity though, so it would suck for him to quit. We can definitely use him to get some guys over. But I would like to get Yoshihiro Takayama over right now. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Let's have him beat Super Park. All right. All right, everybody kind of being jerks in this episode. All right, we need to build up to our big pay-per-view main event, Parka versus Perro. So let's do an angle. Let's do an angle. You know what? Let's do this. Let's book Perro Aguayo Jr. in a match. And then after the match, we'll have him cut a promo. And then, in the promo, LA Park can come out and they can kind of brawl in the ring. And then we'll have Perro challenge him to the match. So, Perro Aguayo Jr., who will you face tonight? Oh, Jamie Noble's here, by the way. I know it feels like we've been hyping him up for months. It's finally here. And we're not gonna debut him. We're gonna debut him on the pay-per-view. Yo. Yo. God, I'm so tempted. But super crazy penciled in for a match with Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Liger. So maybe we should. I mean, Perro Aguayo Jr. is teasing a heel turn. Maybe he can face a Technico. Like, who can he face? I don't know what we're doing with Shocker right now, but that could be fun. Yeah, man, I thought this episode would be easier to book, but so far, proving to be difficult. Alan Stone. He's got decent fundamentals. He's flashy, but yeah. Oh, fuck it. Alan Stone. Who am I to doubt Alan Stone? We're just gonna do this as a one fall match. We're just gonna have Perro Aguayo Jr. straight up beat him. Let's put this angle. Yeah, basically we're just gonna have Perro Aguayo Jr. just You know what? Let's do it like this. He's just gonna cut a promo, and he's basically gonna end the promo by just calling out LA Park, and saying basically, "Come on, be a man. Put your mask on the line. I want to embarrass you in front of all these people. Let's do it. Mask versus hair." And yeah, LA Park, like I said, is gonna come out immediately, and he's gonna accept the match, and then they're gonna brawl. 2 minutes. Storyline development. Excuse me. Another 2 minutes. We'll do hype. Or no, we'll have the part where they brawl be hype, and then also, yeah, let's add Negro Casas to the background. We can imagine that he comes out during this, and we'll have him work the crowd. We can imagine that, like, there's a bunch of referees and security people trying to break them up, and maybe Negro Casas is kind of there trying to calm both of them down, because these are his friends after all. 3 minutes. And let's change the second part to foreshadowing. All right, boom. Perro challenges Parka to Lucha de Apuestas. Parka accepts, and they raw. That's an angle. We have no angle ideas. Lovely. I love that. Boom. Main event set. We also need to set. Oh yeah, we also need to set up the open challenge. So let's just book that. Backstage tease. I'll give him 3 minutes tease. Boom, we got Santo, we got Mystico, and we got Panther. Let's get Shelly Martinez in here. Is Shetty? Let's get Shelly Martinez in here. Why not? We're gonna have this advanced trio storyline. So I hope it's good. I hope it's a good promo. And let's see. I kind of want to do Santo and Mystico in the main event. They obviously aren't gonna wrestle like Damien 666 on Halloween, but we can find some to wrestle. Santo, East. Is Damien out there really any good? He doesn't. His fundamentals are pretty solid, and he can potentially be a good brawler. Oh, and he's got more pop than I thought. All right, might do like Damien and yes, dude. Let's have him beat Damien and Tarzan Boy. You know, not quite an earth-shaking main event, but you know, a solid match. Sometimes you just gotta build up to the next match. You know, you just gotta have your technicals, gotta win. Oh, we're gonna have Mystico go. Oh, will Tarzan Boy put him over? Who's the more popular person here, Tarzan Boy or Damien? Oh, Damien's. Why am I just underestimating? Underestimating? I can't talk. Why am I underestimating Damien Terrible? He's a creative finish on this, just you know, because it's the main event. Although then again, we've got the pay-per-view coming up. Literally our next show. We should save these. I didn't realize we had two near certainties. We also got a safe bet for Ultimo Guerrero. A near certainty for Shocker. A likely for Rey Bucanero. All right. What was that Wagner one? Like. Oh yeah, so I guess this is our main event. It's not the greatest match you've ever booked, but hopefully, you know, hopefully it's enough to keep us in that, you know, 70s range. You know, as long as we outdo AAA, I'm happy. Also, I want Wagner to go for the heavyweight title, but we're gonna do a rematch of the best tech masterclass we ever booked, Wagner versus Lance Storm at the pay-per-view, because I figure, you know, if it's a pay-per-view and we were forced to do a tech masterclass, we might as well book one that we know is going to be good. So yeah, maybe on the pay-per-view we'll give Wagner a promo challenging for the belt. All right, and we need to book at least 14 more minutes. We still need a tech masterclass, and we still need a skill to show. All right, so let's see. I think for the steal the show, we should probably do a match with involving Great Sasuke, because you know he's gonna challenge for the middleweight championship. We'll do Sasuke and Dragon, and they can beat the team of. Like oh man, this guy's chilly momentum, but he is recognizable at least still. You know, I was complaining about our roster being too big, but then I always run into this situation where it's like, oh, I don't want to keep using having the same people job over and over. Also, I need to remember that this is a steal the show match, so let's go ahead and do Super Crazy would be great, but that's why we're gonna book him in a steal the show match at the pay per view. Let's do Sangre Azteca and Zumbito. All right, now between between Great Sasuke and Zumbito, there is potential that somebody gets hurt in this match, because neither of them have great safety stats in the mod. But we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope for the best. I want Sasuke to get the win. He's gonna roll into his title match with a bunch of momentum. Oh, did we make that a steal the show? No. Right? Are we overusing anyone? Mistico's being used. Come on. take Mystico out of the promo. What if we do Mystico off screen? He's still being used too much. God. All right, we'll just take him out of the promo. Game, you know, and also, yeah, that's another thing. Mystico, we got him to recognizable, but because his momentum is messed up for whatever reason, he's unimportant again. So yeah, it's really annoying. All right, this show's not gonna be that great, I feel like. All right. We need a tech master class too. I mean, Lance Storm's not booked, so is there anyone we haven't had him beat yet? Technical wrestle. I mean, there's Mephisto, but you know, we're not gonna have him go over the welterweight champ. There's Rey Bucanero potentially, but he's one of the tag champs. There's Scorpio, but that's just kind of random. You know, like Los Talibanes are kind of feuding with Great Sasuke and Ultimo Dragon, and then we're gonna have one of them lose to Lance Storm. And of course, there's Ultimo Guerrero, but he's one of our top stars. I don't want him just losing to Lance Storm randomly. I don't know, man. Just beat Tina Loss Jr. Whatever. Whatever. Just look, man. Tina Loss. Lance Storm is really good at this. Just go with it. Whatever he tells you to do it. Just go. Go with it. Trust him. Turn. We're gonna give Lance Storm the win. And hopefully, Lance Storm just carries him to a good match. Tina Loss Jr. isn't even bad. He's just not necessarily a tech guy. The show's too long. So what can we... All right, they're doing a best 2 out of 3 falls match in 9 minutes. That's insane. I mean, hey, I've seen it before. I've definitely seen matches where like one of the falls will kind of happen 3 minutes into the match. We've got 2 promos on this show, but one of them is a 3-parter, so hopefully we still get the bonus. We're gonna move to steal the show here. Oh yeah, there's no more space on the show for anyone, but oh, Storm's being used far too. Come on, why is how? How is he being used far too much? His match is 12 minutes. Did we accidentally put him in something else? Is he in this match? Oh, he is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was really confused for a second there. I was like, how is he being used too much? All right, scrap this entirely. All right, who wants to tech master class? I really wish Atlantis had good tech. I feel like at this point he was more of a tech guy than an aerial guy. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. I don't know, but I wish he had better tech. Oh, you know what? Blue Panther is not in the main event. Oh, you know what? Blue Panther, you wrestled Tanel Jr. then. All right, a couple of guys being slightly overused. That's okay. Ultimo Guerrero didn't end up making it on the show, which kind of sucks. But I mean, we only have so much time. We're trying to build some stuff up. So yeah, it's kind of a rinky-dink card for Televisa, but yeah, let's see how this does. I forgot to check what the last AAA show got. So let's just say we're shooting for like a 72. A 72. And you know what, actually, you know what? No, I'll book a dark match on the pay-per-view. Oh, okay. Blue Panther and Tinieblas Jr. getting a 62 in the Tech Masterclass. Tinieblas Jr., you know, he only got a 44, but him and Panther have great chemistry, actually. So yeah, it's really fortunate for us. Sorry, they're just trying to. Let me just grab a sip of water. That. All right, Los Delincuentes Japoneses, Nozawa, Big T, and Minoru pick up a win over Máscara Sagrada, Super Parka, and Máscara Mágica in a match that was basically just booked to give Big T another win. It's a 54. I don't know, man. Maybe if we can get Big T to at least recognizable, we can try asking Grand Hamada again. Because yeah, it really sucks that they don't want to put him over. I don't even want to bother asking Ultimo Dragon. He's gonna say no. And I wouldn't actually want to book him to beat Ultimo Dragon anyways. But anyways, yeah. 54 match. Big T doing 1 point better than Nozawa, who's actually over. So yeah. That's a great sign for him. Perro Aguayo Jr. taking out his rage on Alan Stone in a 10-minute match, gets a 59. And yeah, let's see what the angle after the match gets. A 64. Okay, yeah, a decent angle. Perro Aguayo Jr. versus LA Park. Lucha de Apuestas is officially on. Yeah. It should be a banger of a match. All right, and in our Steel Show match of the evening, we've got Great Sasuke teaming up with Ultimo Dragon, taking on Sangre Azteca and Zumbido in a match that gets a 68. A decent match here, pretty much carried by Ultimo Dragon and Great Sasuke. But you know, Zumbido and Sangre Azteca, they held up their end a little bit, at least. They held their own. Sangre Azteca and Zumbido showing excellent chemistry together. Hold on. Maybe Zumbido needs to join Pandilla Guerrera. That's an idea. All right, Mr. Nebula, Lance Storm, and El Connect pick up a win over Dr. Wagner Jr. and Los Hermanos Dinamita. When Mr. Nebula pins Apollo Dantes. Yeah, the reigning heavyweight champion getting himself a little bit of momentum. You know, he's not exactly a guy that we book super strong. So yeah, I really felt like he needed a win here. And yeah, just a solid match all around, I would say. The heavyweight title storyline has started with the segment. Okay. All right, backstage segment with El Santo and Blue Panther, and just imagine Mystico's there. But yeah, they throw down a open challenge for the pay-per-view. You know, they say basically we've already beaten all the best trios in CMLL. We won the tournament, and you know, we don't plan on losing these titles anytime soon. So you know, any 3 luchadors that want to come down here to Mexico, and you know they think they got what it takes, you know, we'll be at the pay-per-view next week. Gets a 65. All right, I really hope this main event gets a 70 because this show has not been great. So let's see. 69. Okay, so close. Yeah, Yoho Del Santo and Mystico get the win here over Tarzan Boy and Damian Alterible. I hope this gets Mystico out of having cooled momentum. Please, for the love of God, we're trying to get him over. And yeah, let's see what the show got. Oh, a 71. All right, you know what? You know what? Hell yeah. The angle bonus really saved our asses here. I was scared we were gonna have our first sub 70 show in a while, but no, the above 70 streak continues. Great work from our roster. We look forward to the pay-per-view. We made $44,000. Oh, we're at 66 all throughout Mexico now. That's good. Can we get to 70? Can we get to 70? That's our next goal. All right, yeah. So again, not the greatest show we've ever booked, but it served its purpose of setting up the matches we needed to set up for the pay-per-view. We didn't do anything to set up Jushin Thunder Liger showing up. We're just gonna borrow him and have him show up. Whatever. It's 2004, man. The CMLL audience has seen him before. They know who he is. You know, I feel like Great Sasuke being in a singles match is enough explanation for us to say like, hey, Ultimo Dragon needed a different partner. Ernest Miller moving to Mexico. All right. We love a team player. He's not the greatest color commentator in the world. I'm not even going to show you his stat, but you know, he's our color commentator. God damn it. Blue Panther putting over Mystico in our emails. Okay. Oh yeah, successful show. All right, let's just proceed. I think I'm going to try to get us up to. Sorry, I keep having to clear my throat. I don't know. Whenever I stream in the room, I don't know if it's just stuffy in here or what. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get us up to Friday, and then yeah, we've been streaming for about an hour, so I'm gonna get us to Friday. We'll take our break, and yeah, and then we're gonna book the pay-per-view. That's the plan. But first, AAA Triple Mania 12 happened. So let's take a look. They drew 12,000 fans. It's a lot. Oh, and they got a 72. We can top that. We can top that with our pay-per-view. Easy. Cibernetico defeated Gran Apache and Heavy Metal to retain the Campeón de Campeones title. I was gonna read that wrong. Abismo Negro and Electro Shock defeated the Headhunters to retain the tag titles. Fake La Parca and Urban Gladiators. Who the hell are the Urban Gladiators? Defeated Juventud Guerrera and Anti-Authority. Okay. How'd Billy Boy do? 42. All right. I was looking at him before. I was thinking about stealing him. But if he's getting 42s, maybe we'll hold off. Hector Garza getting a 68 though. We look forward to seeing you soon. Yeah, they have him doing the job on the way out, and good on him putting over the younger wrestler. Oh, and Mr. Aguayo also jobbing on the way out. Okay. Yeah. So what did they get here? Actually, a 72. A 72 is the number we're looking to beat on this pay-per-view. Yeah, I think we can do it. I think we've got it in us. we've got the roster. We've got the matches. You know, I'm confident we can get at least a 75. You know, if I can just take a second to just talk about the series in general for a minute. I feel like we've really kind of hit our stride lately when it comes to this series. And I would say largely writing out like the schedule like this so we know like what so we actually know what we're building towards has definitely made a big difference. I feel like before that for a while we were kind of just booking we were just kind of booking one show at a time, and that's not a great strategy ever. And also yeah, it turns out getting ring of Domingo de Coliseo and separating Super Viernes and Televisa. Yeah, you know, really, we're kind of in a nice groove now, I'd say. I feel like, you know, we're kind of hitting our stride, so to speak. We've got things happening, we've got storylines, we've got title contenders. Everything, you know, things are falling into place. We've got El Dandy's here. All right, and obviously Hizarudo. Welcome, El Dandy. His arrogant heel. It was very good. All right, sure, yeah. All right, excited to have El Dandy be a part of our roster for a while. We'll probably team him up with Fuerza Guerrera, I think. Or, you know, I don't know. We'll find somebody for him. He's probably going to be mostly an undercard guy. Oh, AAA hired Zuki. All right. When we let him go, I literally said, yeah, just go to AAA, and here we go. So yeah, I'm glad he landed on his feet. Because, you know, it wasn't anything personal, but it's like, what kind of a minis division only has 2 wrestlers, you know? Alda Moreno changes her style. Se cambió el estilo. All right, before we advance one more day, I don't want to forget to get light. So, oh, we need Damien 666 Halloween and Psychosis. Oh, fuck. Okay, I forgot. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Talent trades. I think there's a way where you can just oh yeah, if we were in an alliance, we could just straight up borrow the guys we wanted from the companies, like no questions asked. But since we're not in an alliance, we have to borrow them. I should have tried to I mean, I'm not worried about, let me see. I'm not worried about getting Damien 666 in Halloween, but I am worried about getting Psychosis. I don't think Psychosis is on the LXW roster. Let's see, who can we offer them? What if we offer you Alan Stone and Chris Stone, and we give you, I don't know, $3 grand? No? What if we give you $5 grand? No, okay. Hey, you know what, actually? Oh, well, damn. I mean, because I was about to say that Vampiro is not on this card. I mean, he would probably just be in the open weight battle royal if he was. But Vampiro has some pop in America. Maybe. Oh, with no cash incentive, they'll be potentially open to it. All right, let's see. All right, it's been accepted. Hey, all right, let's go ahead and look at teams. We've got Mexico's most wanted. All right, that was step 1. Let's see if they even have Psychosis on their roster. Would his name be Nicho Emilianario? Psychosis. Yeah, I don't think he's on their roster. I mean, the last I saw, he was in New Japan, but he was in New Japan on a tour deal. Yeah, so he's not gonna show up here either. We may have put ourselves in a stupid situation. Oh man. Okay, what if Nicho. Damn it, man. I hate doing it this way, because sometimes you'll bring somebody in for one match and then you want to bring them in again and they're like, oh no, I just worked for you, I don't want to. So yeah, it's unfortunate that he wasn't on LWX. We give him a deal for a month. Just maybe we'll book him a couple more times after, you know? We'll give him 35% merch. He's popular. Damn. We should have definitely offered him this before. I kind of forgot, you know. I was like, you know, Jushin Liger's in New Japan. We can just borrow him. Damien 666 and Halloween are in the other company. I totally forgot about Psychosis. God damn it. Just once I would like to plan out a show and actually fucking book all the matches I want to book. Is that too much? Ah. All right. Now, can we get Liger? What can we offer them? I feel like we could probably give them Big T if we give them a cash incentive. I mean, we're not really, we don't have anything planned for Los Delincuentes Top on SS on the show. But again, you know, we're doing an open weight battle royal. It would have been cool to have him in it. What if we send them Grand Hamada? And 3 grand. No? 5 grand. 5,500. 6 grand. 10 grand. Oh my god. Dude, what? Grand Hamada won't put over Yoshihiro Takayama. New Japan won't accept Grand Hamada. What's going on? What's going on here, man? Lismark Jr., are you popular in Japan? Is Mephisto popular in Japan? Not really. I don't know why he would be, but I figured I'd check. Let's see, is there anybody? I mean, I'm sure they would accept Ultimo Dragon. Oh, even this is not a valid bubble. Oh, no. They just don't want us to have Liger. Ricky Marvin, are you wrestling in Japan at this point? No. He's got a little bit of popularity. What if we give you Ricky Marvin and 5? Dude, I just out of curiosity. Come on. That's bullshit. Come on, man. They'll take Takayama, but I really would like him to be in this battle royal, you know. Then again though, if we're trying to get him over, right? And we're not gonna book him to win the battle. So maybe we just send him over so that way he doesn't take the loss, right? Although then that would also mean that we wouldn't be able to put any of the other guys in it. Or we could, but it would just be weird for them to show up at the pay-per-view and their big bodyguard's not there. What if we do this? Or what if we make Nozawa and Big T a tag team and try to send both of them? Because I feel like if we're gonna send Big T, we're probably not gonna end up booking Nozawa. So maybe just send both of them. See what that does. I mean, really, the alternative would be for us to to start a new alliance. Why don't we do that? Actually, now that I'm saying it, why don't we do that? Because then we would be able to borrow him without having to like send people over and pay them money. So let's see if they'll go for it. All right, what if we just leave everything like this? Type of alliance. I don't know what these types mean. Trading? Here, we'll call it the how about the Union? Right, Global Wrestling, or I mean, I guess we could just call it the IWGP Alliance. Even it's 2004, but whatever. CMLL and New Japan were I'm gonna assume they were already working together anyways. Let's see if they'll join. We're experimenting. I said I was gonna get us to the show and take my break. I lied. There we go. We're in an alliance with New Japan. It was that easy. It was that easy. I'm I'm tempted to invite TNA, but I don't think they're in the NWA Alliance. Also, I think they have a deal with AAA where I've noticed they have like Hector Garza and Abismo Negro on their roster. But what if we do this anyways? What if we try it, right? Although then again, there's nobody from TNA that I want to book in the immediate future, so we'll hold off on doing this. We'll try it some other time. All right, it's propose alliance loan. Hey, Liger's here. All right, and we didn't have to send anybody. All right, so 3 out of the 4 people that we need, we've got them. And while we're talking about this, let me go ahead and add Damien666 and Halloween to this storyline here. All right, and now I fear that we're most likely not gonna get a response from Psychosis in one day. So yeah, the backup is El Dandy. I guess the backup is El Dandy. Because who else could we use? Who else could it be? Yeah, of course not. It's my fault. AAA getting a 79. We can beat that. God, I've never been so anti AAA in my life. Like, every time I see that they ran a show, I just look at the card and go, this card sucks. We can top this. What happened at Survival of the Fittest? Smojo versus Homicide. Joni Lawler and Nigel McGuinness defeated Trent Acid and Brian Kendrick in a cage. All right, weird things happening in ROH. Blue Demon Jr. gone from New Japan. That's another guy that we should definitely bring in at some point. Halloween has left New Japan. And Nicho El Millonario has left New Japan. God, but he didn't come here. God damn it. Why didn't you fly straight back to Mexico, dude? Alright, well, you gotta roll with the punches, right? So we're gonna save. And yeah, we've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna stretch my legs a bit. I'm gonna take a break. And when we come back, it's time to book a pay-per-view. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a great show. I hope you guys stick around for that. Like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, all that stuff. Don't go anywhere. Woohoo! How do I all right, mute this. All right, and we are back, and it's time to book a CMLL pay-per-view. I wish we had a cool name for this, but yeah, Untitled CMLL pay-per-view. Let's go. All right, since it's a pay-per-view, we're gonna. Is 2 hours enough time? Although I'm pretty sure because this is like an event and not a TV show, we can edit the length during the show if we need to. So yeah, we're gonna have it set to 2 hours, but we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5. We've got 6 matches lined up, and you know we may even get another one in, maybe. I don't know. We'll do 2 hours, and if we need to add more time, we will. 18,000. Wow, we're heading to Arena Mexico. Hell yeah, we're selling it out. Is there anything bigger than that we can, just for reference? Oh, whoa. Not that big. About like a 20. Show me like between 10,000 and 20,000. There's Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City, which is 20,000. So maybe we can run this place in the future. Although it has 0 importance, we can get like 3,500 more fans in. So yeah, maybe in the future though. For now, we're gonna stick with Arena Mexico. This is another thing. God, I should have thought about this before the show. I'm so disorganized when I play this game. But I believe last time we got a note about overusing pay-per-view. So I thought about trying to find an event, like a non-pay-per-view event deal. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. So just looking at this screen. So we're just gonna go ahead and run it as a pay-per-view and hope people buy it. But yeah, maybe in the future we're gonna have to think about that because you know, maybe not every single one of the monthly shows has to be on pay-per-view. Maybe we'll do some of them for free. All right, we get a good character idea for the love of God. Oh, a near certainty. All right, all you have to do is ask. Thank you. Was that so hard, guys? Give me a finish. It's the pay-per-view. A likely to succeed. Don't really want that. Let's go back to character ideas. A likely. Mephisto doing impressions for the locker room. All right, what a fun guy. Look at this smiling face. All right, psychology tips, microphone tips, more psychology for Maximo. Okay, psychology. Okay, can we get some updates from people other than Los Brazos, please? Nope. More. All right. All right. Training. All right. That's all that's going on backstage. Mephisto's doing impressions, and Los Brazos are teaching their children. That's all that's happening. All right, pay-per-view time. We're gonna start from the top, work our way in. So main events. You know, it's a lucha de apuestas. I'm actually not sure what the protocol is for this. I don't know if it should just be a 1-fall match or if it should be a best 2 out of 3. Let's see. Is there a 1v1 lucha? We could do that, I guess. I was also thinking we could do like some kind of like hardcore match or no DQ match for these two guys, but I don't. Cause see, in my mind, I see La Parka and I see Perro Aguayo Jr. and I'm like, yeah, these guys can brawl. But in the game, I don't think either of them really have brawling. Let me see. I mean, he's got a little bit of brawling, but his hardcore is actually better. Oh wait, so maybe what about Perro? Perro. Brawling's not great. His hardcore is not great. I don't know. We'll just have this be a lucha match. All right, main event: Lucha de Apuestas, LA Park. It's taking on Perro Aguayo Jr. How much time are we gonna give them? We're gonna give them. We give them like 18 minutes, maybe. You know, this is CMLL. This isn't New Japan where the main event has to run 45 minutes. I feel like 18 minutes for a lucha libre match is pretty long. So yeah, let's see. All right, and Perro Aguayo, I love you, but LA Park needs to get the win here. Literally, the deciding factor was just that I didn't want to unmask LA Park, and I was just like, you know, we'll see if Perro Aguayo Jr. wants to shave his head. $6 grand, sure thing, buddy. Hold on, let's do. Come back. Should we put? What if Negro Casas be at ringside? Why not? He's part of the storyline. Here, let's do this. We're gonna do a distraction finish where basically, you know, I imagine it's like a bloody match. Perro Aguayo Jr. He's tearing up LA Park's mask. You know, they're both bleeding. You know, and at some point in the match, he's gonna have LA Park down. It looks like he's gonna like maybe I don't know, bash him in the head with the ring bell or something. And Negro Casas is gonna kind of get in the way and be like, "No, man, you don't want to do this. Like, not like this. Come on." And you know that momentary distraction from Negro Casas is what's going to, you know, I mean, well, first of all, Perro Aguayo, he's gonna be pissed, and he's gonna probably yell at him. But yeah, secondly, that distraction is gonna cost him the match. So we're gonna do that just to protect him a little, you know. We don't want him to just straight up lose. Oh yeah, no title on the line. Lucha de apuestas. Um, Ernest Miller, I think he went up a point. All right, good for him. Great Sasuke. Let's see. Yeah, get Satanico on this. He's old school enough. All right, big main events. Are they being overused? No. All right, in the co-main event, we've got 3-on-3 lucha action, trios title match. Man, it really is unfortunate that I'm stupid and that I didn't get. Hey, in my defense, in my own defense against myself, I I feel like at some point we looked at the LXW roster and Nicho Millionario was there, but I guess he was only there like on a temporary deal. So yeah, it sucked. I really thought we would just be able to borrow him. All right, but anyways, who needs psychosis when you've got El Dandy? Hell yeah, El Dandy. What a trio. What a trio. What a co-main event we've got here. All right, yeah, and you know, as cool as El Dandy and Damien and Halloween are, we're gonna give the win to our boy Mystico. Let's see, how popular are they? Yeah, I want one of these guys to put him over. Oh, we need to give Mystico the character idea. We can't forget. All right, Mystico, how about you? Oh, all right, how about you go over Halloween? I mean, see, it's a title match. In my mind, I'm like, it's a title match. 15 minutes is a good amount of time to give them. But I feel like the game's gonna complain. It's gonna say, "Me, oh, you're using Mystico too much." All right. Anyways, so yeah, that's co-main. Yes, Mystico's being used too much. Of course. Do we have a finish? Oh wait, yeah. Don't we have two near certainties? Yeah. Yeah, we do. All right, we're gonna use one on the co-main and one on the man. All right, I'm glad we got those. All right, and we are not going to forget. We're gonna go to roster and we're gonna give Mystico the goddamn character idea. Yeah, didn't we literally give him the win in the last match? I really don't get this. What? How does he have cool momentum? What about Big T? All right, yeah, Big T's neutral. Cool. Maybe I just wanted him to to have momentum. Maybe he wasn't cool, but anyways, Mystico near certain. All right, warm. If likelies. All right, warm is going to have to do for now. The open. Oh, we should probably. We'll leave the open way cybernetico for last. I'm not really sure who's even going to be in it or how many people are going to be in it. So yeah, we're going to book all the other matches first. All right, for the middleweight title. One-on-one, best 2 out of 3, Lucha Libre. Emilio Charles Jr., the champion of over 1,000 days, is taking on the great Sasuke. Can this go 15 minutes maybe? And you know, I've gone back and forth on this many times. I've really given it some thought. I think we're gonna have Emilio Charles Jr. retain the title. Because you know, as much as I like Great Sasuke, I think we're just gonna go with I think we're just gonna put the belt on Ultimo Dragon. He's way more popular, he's more consistent, he's safer, he's just I think he's just overall a bit better. So yeah, Ultimo, I mean, I was gonna say Ultimo Dragon. Great Sasuke, you know, love the guy, one of my all-time favorites, but Emilio Charles Jr. is gonna get the win. We're gonna give him a tainted win. And make sure the title's on the line. Cool. Oh, Sasuke's unhappy. I mean, it's oh wow, he's at 53. Was that us or was he at? Oh, well, he was at like 47, 48 when we hired him. So that's a little bit us, but anyways. Oh yeah, he's a lot more popular than Emilio Charles. That's interesting. I get. Well, yeah, Emilio Charles Jr. has gone down in popularity because we've got him lose a bunch. I don't know. We're gonna stick with our idea. We're gonna have him retain the title. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sasuke. We'll give you some money after. Oh, and speaking of giving money too, let's give Perro Aguayo Jr. his $6,000 now because I don't want to forget and then he gets mad. Here, we'll make it an even 10. Cool. All right, special attraction tag team match. This one's gonna be good. It's gonna be our steal the show match of the evening. Oh, actually, let me Oh yeah, great. Sasuke's still unhappy, of course. All right, special attraction tag match. God, I need some water. Dude, I don't even know why Jushin Liger's annoyed. We're not even gonna check. I mean, Ultimo Dragon. Yeah, Ultimo Dragon and the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger will be taking on the tag team of Super Crazy and Avierno. 15, and we're gonna tell them to steal the show because you know it's 2004. Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Liger. You know they're both past their best days by this point, but you know they're still Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Thunder Liger. Like it's not like they can't work, you know. And the crowd's gonna be excited just to see Jushin Liger anyway. So we're gonna have him steal the show. Super Crazy. He's really good. We should probably do more with him than have him just lose in good matches all the time. But yeah, I hope they put on a good match. And let's give Liger the win. Why not? We had him. We flew him in all the way from Japan. Lucha match. All right. Let's get our Tech Masterclass in. And we're gonna have a bit extra time, so maybe we can add like one more trios match to the card. I feel like right now we've got the trios title match, and I think that's it. And that's pretty light, you know, considering we are CMLL. So yeah, we may get one more on the card. All right, Tech Masterclass. Unfortunately for Lance Storm, we're gonna have Dr. Wagner once again get the win. Oh no, we're gonna. I don't remember how much time I gave them last time. Can I check? Said CMLL Televisa June 5th. Oh, there we go. All right, we gave him a full 15. All right, we're gonna give him 15 again then. All right, a lot of 15 matches on this card, or a lot of 15-minute matches on this card. But yeah, I want them to try and top that last match they had. So let's see. Landstorm may be a bit more over than last time, so hopefully that pushes it over the edge. Last time they got a 76. Let's see if they can pull out an 80 or something this time. All right. Oh yeah, right. We need to book the Cybernetico. How can I forget? How can I forget the debut of Jamie Noble? Hold on. I need to get more excited about this. Let's do 20 men and see how it goes, and then if we need to change it to 25 again. All right, let's see. Scoot already booked. Negro Casas, he's a major star, but I almost feel like he's above a match like this right now because he's in this serious storyline where his protege and one of his friends are about to have a lucha de apuestas. I don't think he's going to be too worried about a 10,000 peso battle royal. So we'll leave him out. Ultimo. Let's get Atlantis in, who I'm thinking he may be the winner. I'm thinking that's who we're going to go with. El Connect to be in. Felino. Shocker. Didn't we loan Vampiro to I mean, hey, if it's saying we're here. I thought we sent them to that other LXW. Let's get Damien in. Let's get Gran Hamada in there. Mascara, Verso, Pirata, Volador, Mr. Nebula. All right, this match is filling up very quickly. Let's get Nozawa in there. Let's get Payoff Jr. in there. We need to. We can't forget about the debut of Jamie Noble or James Gibson. Is there anybody else unimportant? Oh, Big T. All right, that's 20. Although, damn, Zubito's not in. All right, we might have to go up to 25. Let's see. Can we think of 5 more people to add to this? I mean, there was some recognizable people left out, like Ricky Marvin, Mascara Sagrada. I wouldn't mind Zumbito being in it. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna make it 25. Man, I'm gonna have to add all of them again, huh? All right, one more time. Ultimo. Atlantis, I'll connect Felino, Ray Bucanero, Shocker, Ramiro. Damien, El Satanico, Gran Hamada, Mascara, Mephisto. Yeah, pretty much just everyone here. Let's get Nozawa, Mascara Sagrada, Tarzan Boy, Ricky Marvin, Big T, Vito. Let's see if we can get Super Delphin in there. Io, the Hollis Jr. Man, I think that's. Oh, we forgot James Gibson. Damn it. All right, Rylas Jr., you're out. James Gibson, you're in. $25-man battle royal. I mean, there's a few unimportant people in there, so the game's probably gonna complain that they're being overused if it goes longer than like 11 minutes. Oh god, that's so annoying. There's no title on the line. Can we get a better referee for this, please? All right, and yeah, we're gonna give the win to Atlantis. Let's see. I'm not gonna book every single elimination, but I think it would be fun if the final elimination is Ultimo Guerrero. You know, farther set up that tag title match. And let's see, who do we want the final four to be? Be the second to last elimination. We have it be like Vampiro and Super Dolphin. No, let's do. Or I meant to say Zumbito. Let's do Vampiro. Or well, actually no. Who else? Falconek is popular, but he's like a occasional wrestler. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna do Vampiro, and we're gonna do Big T. So yeah, we're gonna have Big T make it really far. It's an open weight match, and he's big. So yeah, we're gonna have him make it pretty far. But yeah, he's ultimately Atlantis is gonna get the win. All right, 10,000 peso, 25 man, Steve Eddie go. Let's go before the championship match, or yeah, let's do it like there. Or you know what? Even though this is a title match, I just, Ultimo Dragon is more popular than both of these guys. I imagine Jushin Liger. Yeah, he's definitely more popular than Great Sasuke in Mexico, right? So yeah, even though this match is a title on the line, I think we're gonna have this match up here, then the trios title, Lucha de Apuestas. All right, who hasn't made the show? Because yeah, there's enough time that we can add one more trios match, and then we're gonna add some promos. Three versus three, God. Who is not? I mean, we put most of our over people in that battle royal. I mean, Negro Casas isn't booked, but I feel like that was kind of intentional on our part. He'll most likely get a promo. You know what? We're just not gonna. Yeah, I think. We can do this and have it be on the pre-show. All right. So who are some people that can use a win? Let's get Arcángel de la Muerte, Sangre Azteca, and let's get Savio Vega. Why not? All right, and they can beat Brazo de Oro, Rayo de Jalisco Jr. And Ringo Mendoza. Just a team of dads taking on Pandilla Guerrera and Sabio Vega. Okay. You know what? Give him 10. It's appreciated. And we're gonna have Arcancho de la Muerte get the win. You know, he's a useful guy on our roster, and we're always having him job. You know, here's a win. Just show our appreciation. Open match. We're gonna do Tainted. He's a bit unhappy, and it's too bad. I am actually a bit curious to see how Rayo de Jalisco Jr. does now that we went in and changed his experience to 100. So yeah, I'm curious to see if he actually does any better in matches. If not, I don't know. He may just permanently be like a job guy. All right, we need some angles, so let's get Negro Casas and Shelly Martinez. All right, and of course, they're obviously going to ask him about, his feelings on the main event. Your two tag partners that were from the Trios tournament that just ended not long ago are now facing off in a Lucha de Apuestas. How are you feeling? Negro Casas, he's kind of caught in the middle of this. He's kind of in the role of the peacemaker, I guess. So I think he would probably just say something like, "Look, I don't like this at all. But if this is what they need to do to settle things, then okay. I hope things just don't go too far." So yeah, a very concerned Negro Casas, giving his thoughts on the main event. Right. We're gonna give Wagner Jr. a quick promo. Even though he's not the greatest promo guy, but we're gonna have him call out Mr. Niebla. Let's give this 2 minutes. Backstage, we'll do tease. So Wagner Jr. he wants the belt. Do we have a creative idea? Yeah, we don't have any creative ideas for angles. That's kind of sad. We're gonna move this actually after this match. We're gonna move this here. Put it. Let's get a Hijo del Santo promo. Where this is just gonna be a regular interview, I guess. Here we'll have Shelly Martinez interview El Hijo del Santo. And of course, I'm not even gonna bother to try adding Mystico. The game's gonna freak out. It's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, we're just gonna have them. They wouldn't know who's answering the open challenge, but we're gonna put these guys off screen anyways, just so it advances the story. Yeah, no importa. No importa who answers the open challenge. Whoever it is, we're gonna beat them. You know, Santo all business today. He's not playing any games. And you know what? 3 minutes before the main event, Perro Aguayo Jr., you've got this. I believe in you. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We're still gonna do a 3-minute promo, but all right. So we're still gonna give Perro Aguayo Jr. a 3-minute promo, but actually, I think it would be fun if we do like an angle. To see, I think it would be cool if this kind of match started with like LA Park comes out first, and then during his entrance, Perro Aguayo Jr. just attacks him, and just they kind of brawl for a bit before the match officially starts. But there's no way for us to really do that right before the match. But we can just do an angle, like we can just do like a backstage fighting angle between them before the main event. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, this will come earlier in the show. Perro Aguayo Jr. character development. He is not talking to Shelly Martinez. He's the one guy doing his own thing. All right, backstage. I'm tempted to do a pre-tape, but I don't know how much that actually even helps. So we're just gonna do yeah, whatever. We're just gonna do improvised dialogue backstage, live, whatever. Do negative passes off screen as well. I would give LA Park a promo, but he's not the best promo, so we're just not going to give one. Maybe we could also give Ultimo Guerrero a promo, I guess, after he loses this. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Oh, yeah, Ultimo Guerrero, he's embarrassed that he was the last person eliminated, and that it was by Atlantis, of course. So yeah, he's gonna cut a promo where it basically similar to Wagner's promo, but instead of challenging for the championship, he's gonna be like, you know what? Why don't we settle this? Why don't we do it for our tag team championships? You grab whatever partner you want. You meet me and Rey Bucanero on the next Televisa, and we'll settle this. So we're gonna set up that for Televisa. More Shelly Martinez is really working. She's really doing a lot on this show. All right, Atlantis off screen. I mean, I feel like most likely we're gonna go with Atlantis and Felino. But I mean, hey, if Raul de Jalisco Jr. gets like a 55 or something, we'll go with him. But I don't know. I feel like every time we book him, he gets like 30s, and that's not good. All right, so we'll go before Santos promo. Okay. Oh, this doesn't. Oh, this is on the pre-show. Whoops. All right, yeah, this is a pretty stacked show. It's coming in at just over 2 hours. We've got matches, we've got promos, titles are on the line. Lucha de Apuestas main event. Why is the bar still yellow? Needs to go slightly overused. Sasuke unhappy, that's fine. Viral Jalisco Jr. is unhappy to lose in a dark match. Okay. All right, yeah. So I'm hoping that this show does really well. So we're shooting for like a 75 minimum. 75 minimum. Let's go. All right, the pre-show match gets a 51. Yeah, just showing a little love to Pandia Guerrera, even though they're kind of designated jobbers right now. But you know, they're good. That's why we use them to job. It's because they're good. If they weren't good, they would have been let go along with like Tigre Metallico and Zuki. But you know, they're still here. So shout out to them. They carried Savio Vega in this match. Hey, all right. Starting off the show pretty hot. Dr. Wagner Jr. and Lance Storm in a tech masterclass, and damn, I gave him a tainted win, and he hit him with a foreign object. I thought he'd like hold the tights or something. Wagner Jr. off his game. That's a bit unfortunate. They didn't top their last match, but hey, 74 is still good. Still a great start to the show. Ooh, Perro Aguayo Jr. with a 75 promo. Hell yeah, man. Did I book? Oh, I did not book that angle for before the main event. I'm glad I caught that. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna give him like 4 minutes. Should we do backstage or in the ring? Because I want it to be like he attacked him during his entrance. Yeah, let's do in the ring. We'll just set both of them to fight, basically. All right, yeah. So LA Park's doing the Thriller dance, and Perro Aguayo Jr. He's seen enough. God damn it! I hate Michael Jackson. Let's axe him. All right, he's not being overused now, is he? Okay, cool. All right, resume show. Oh, Emilio Charles Jr. and Great Sasuke, not the best match. Yeah, 59. Defense number 4 in the well over 1,000-day reign of Emilio Charles Jr. as he beats Great Sasuke. Sasuke definitely could have won the belt, but you know, I've got plans for Ultimo Dragon as champion. I don't want to give them all away now, but yeah, I've got plans for Ultimo Dragon as champion. So you know, it's unfortunate for Sasuke, but you know, he's still one of our boys. We have plans for him too. Don't worry. Wagner Jr. Wagner Jr. just having an off night in general, struggling to go off script. 62 promo though, not bad. You know, I keep saying Wagner Jr. is not really a promo guy, but a 62 from a guy who's not really a promo guy when they're off their game, it's not bad at all. I've seen much worse. Believe me, we've booked a 30 in this series. El Satanico sustained the broken neck. Oh, fuck. No. That's tragic, really. That really is. Damn. Get well soon, El Satanico. But, anyways, the 10,000 peso 25-man Cibernetico gets a 59. I was hoping it would do a little better. We put a bunch of, like, stars and well-known and recognizable wrestlers into this. So yeah, I'm a little I'm a little disappointed in the score. I'm disappointed that El Satanico broke his neck. Lino was really off his game. Mascarano Dos Mil was off his game. Tarzan Boy was really off his game. Damn. Everybody just having an off night. All right, well, on the bright side, James Gibson has debuted his Regneck gimmick and it got an initial rating of great. So yeah, I'm glad Jamie Noble at least didn't. I'm glad his debut went well. Let's just say that. Game, please don't freeze on me. Dude, it's about to crash, I think. I think the game. All right, what's going on here? Oh. Why are these red? Why are these red? Oh, I think it's because El Satanico was the Oh, it's because El Satanico was the road agent. Right. Okay, so we're gonna just switch things up. Get Caras on here. Or CN Caras. I keep saying Sin Caras, and it sounds like I'm saying Sin Cara from like Mystico from WWE, but it's CN Caras. Okay. Man, a broken neck is terrible. Terrible. I really feel for El Satanico. We'll just have him do this one too. All right, so tragedy aside, we're gonna soldier on with this show. All right, the Negro Casas backstage segment gets a 70. All right, that's pretty good. Taking people's minds off the broken neck. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. It gets a 67. We're never gonna have a Steal the Show do above a 70 in this series. I don't know why. We're cursed. Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Thunder Liger don't work well as a team. Are you kidding me? Jushin Thunder Liger was by far the best person in the match though, so it was worth it bringing him in. I'm glad we did. Super Crazy was off his game. God damn it. We're taking back your raise, man. We're giving you what's the opposite of a raise? We're giving you a pay cut. Yeah, and Ultimo Dragon only getting a 60. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I'm disappointed. All right, at least Jushin Liger was good. Ultimo Guerrero promo not going well. Oh man, it's just a rough night. All right, Hijos del Santo with a respectable 65 promo. Not the worst. Let's see what the match gets. Oh, a 79. Wow. That's way better than I thought. So yeah, shout out to El Dandy. Who the hell needs Psychosis, right? Who needs Psychosis when El Dandy's here to save the day? And he really did save the day here. Yeah, 79. The creative finish was a success. Nobody got hurt. Nobody was off their game. Yeah, shout out to all these guys. All right, that match may have saved the show, but also yeah, the Perro Aguayo Jr. attacking LA Park during his entrance gets a 60. Okay, please, this main event really needs to hit. This main event really needs to hit because this has not been the best night for us. 75. Okay, 75 is pretty good. We can't complain. LA Park defeats Perro Aguayo Jr. 2 falls to 1. The Sky Twister press after a distraction from Negro Casas. LA Park and Perro Aguayo Jr. don't seem to click. Man, This was just a cursed show. All right, well, I'm glad the match. I think the match probably got a rating bump because it was a lucha de apuestas and Perro Aguayo got his head shaved. So thank God for that. Let's see what the show got. Yeah, we're not gonna address it. We're gonna have him turn. I mean, I feel like by this point it should be obvious to the crowd that he's turning heel, but we're not gonna do that yet. 78. All right. All right, we had some misfortunes on this card. Not everything went our way, but we fought through adversity, and we got a 78. So yeah, eat shit, AAA. Take that. Yeah, 75 main event, 79 World Trios title match. God, thank the Lord for El Del Santo and for El Dandy, more importantly. Negro Casas got a good promo. Perro Aguayo Jr. got a good promo, and Wagner and Lance Storm started the show off well. So yeah, we had a lot of things go well. We got the wide selection of angles bonus. Yeah, overall good show. Sorry, El Satanico. Just the locker room. El Satanico. God. There's not like a. I feel like given some encouragement is like the closest option to console. So yeah, we'll go with that. We praised El Del Santo last time, but I'm really tempted to do it again. But we'll praise El Dandy. He saved the co-main event, and it was a great match. And you know what? We're gonna praise Mystico because he also, he was also good. We want him to get his confidence up. We need him to become the guy we need him to be. Oh, 423 days. Damn. All right, so there's a open spot in Los Inviernos, Los Inviernos, Los Infernales. All right, we made $580,000. Wow, that is a lot. Wow. All right, and we gained some We've been gaining a good amount of popularity recently. We're kind of on a hot streak. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. All right, and can I restart the playlist real quick? Yes, do. All right, Scrum. Oh, did I not start the song? God. All right, unfortunately, we saw Satanico sustain a pretty it was pretty major. Yeah, he broke his neck. It's hugely disappointing. I wish him a speedy recovery. We saw Perro Aguayo Jr. lose his hair tonight. Are you surprised that he agreed to do it? I'm gonna say he's a total bro because he didn't argue about it. He agreed when we asked him, and what more can we ask him for? God, that was a weird sentence. Safari has not hidden his unhappiness. Are you considering removing him from the roster? Maybe. We don't want to piss anybody off though, so we're gonna say he's still a big part of my plans and a valued member of CMLL. Seems like everybody agrees that Super Viernes Week 4 June was a successful show. That's the title of the pay-per-view. Super Viernes Week 4 June. I'm delighted it went so well. The owner of AAA is Antonio Pena. Do you have any comments? Ooh, they're fishing for a controversial quote here. They want me to talk shit about this guy. I don't know what to say. Part of me wants to say, like, I'm sure, I think this is a good answer. I'm sure he's a good person, but I don't think much of the way he runs AAA. I think that's the answer I want to go for, but I don't want it to backfire and, it makes us look bad. So maybe I should just go play it safe. I don't really know him, so I can't comment. Just we'll play it safe, right? Nah, fuck. We're gonna talk shit. Yeah, we annoyed him. All right. How concerned are you barge in before Televisa demanding a raise, holding us up. We still put you in a big match with Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Liger, and you're gonna have an off night. If he doesn't interest in his career, will suffer. No, we don't want to piss him off. I'm sure it was a one-off. Are you intending to use your new signing, Hector Garza? If I say we're gonna give him a push, will people get mad? I feel like LA Park and also Dragon are gonna get mad, but he'll have to work his way up the ladder. All right, it went down well with the locker room. That's good. All right, that was a good scrum. Good scrum. We pissed off Antonio Pena. We pleased the locker room with that last answer. We didn't bury super crazy, even though we wanted to. Yeah, good scrum. That's brutal, man. Broken neck, out for over a year. It's tough. All right, thank you, Damien. Thank you, Halloween, and thank you, Jushin Liger. All right, we got 169,000 likes. All right, yeah, so that was 2 back-to-back successful shows. I'd say we blew AAA out of the water with this pay-per-view we ran. Yeah, so things are really looking up for us right now. Do I have anything else planned to book? Oh. All right, we know we want to book. I know we want to book these two versus Atlantis and Felino. I know that for sure we're gonna do, which we could do that on Televisa. I don't see any reason not to, honestly. What else? We want to do the heavyweight title match, but maybe we could like build that up for another week, maybe. I don't know. You know what? This was a good stream. We ran the pay-per-view. I think we're just gonna call it here. I don't really have the next show fully planned out, and I don't want to spend like another hour and a half here going maybe we maybe I would rather just know what I'm gonna book and come in and do. So yeah, for next time we'll figure out what we're gonna do. You see here, our next major show coming up is the July 23rd Super Viernes pay-per-view. And yeah, we'll be running Leyenda de Plata, which is it's pretty much CMLL's biggest tournament of the year, I would say. Very prestigious. And yeah, I have been looking up some of the past tournaments just to kind of figure out what the structure is like. And yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. In the 2004 one, they ran it over the course of 3 weeks. And the first week they did a cybernetico where the final 2 people in the match, instead of there being one winner, the final 2 people in the match won. The next week they went on and faced each other in a one-on-one match. But then instead of that being the finals of the tournament, they had a match the next week where the person who won last week took on the winner of the tournament from the year before, and that was the finals. So Yeah, that's a pretty convoluted structure for a tournament. I don't really know if I'm into that. You know, I respect CMLL and all their traditions, but I think that's a weird way to book a tournament. Um, we could do a straight up like 8-man single elimination one night tournament, maybe. But we just did a single elimination tournament for the trios, so I kind of want to switch it up. Right now, the idea I'm working with is that on the pay-per-view we do 4 singles matches, so we still do like 8 men, but instead of doing like semifinals and finals, maybe we can do a fatal 4-way for the finals of the tournament. I think that could be pretty cool. And you know, it would be different than just doing a straight up tournament, you know? It would still be in the spirit of CMLL, I feel like. But it wouldn't be friggin' a weird Cibernetico thing. I think I also looked up the next year's tournament, and that one, I think they just did 2 Ciberneticos, and then the winners of them face each other. So yeah, I don't really like the way they structured the tournament. We're probably gonna do it differently. We've got a little under a month in game time to figure it out. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys in on that. So that's what you guys can look forward to in the future of the series. Thank you guys all for watching. Is there anything else we need to talk about? I don't think so. I was going to advance, but I would have gone into Televisa. So yeah, that would have been a bad idea. Let's see what's going on in Noah. They got a 73. Oh, right. Last thing I want to talk about actually before we end the video. I've spoken about this before, but I really do want to unify the middleweight, not the middleweight, the super lightweight and the welterweight titles. I just feel like the 139 to 150 weight range, there's just not enough people for that to even be a real division. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have this be 176 and under. We're just gonna remove the lower weight limit on this belt after we unify them. So yeah, that's one thing we're gonna do. I've also been toying with the idea in my head. Now, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. What if we unify the heavyweight and light heavyweight champions? The weight classes already overlap because the heavyweight title is for anybody who is 190 and over, and this one is 203 to 214. So that, you know, would fall into the 190 and over category. So they already overlap each other. And yeah, I just think, you know, the heavyweight championship isn't as prestigious as the light heavyweight. So I feel like what we would probably do if we unified them is rename the light heavyweight championship the heavyweight championship and just get rid of the actual heavyweight championship. Maybe we change the name to like CMLL original heavyweight championship and just kind of retire it. But this isn't set in stone, but it is something we could do in the future. I mean, like, Anniversary was way in September, but, you know, that could be a big match for that, you know? Whoever the champions are at the time face off in a unification. That's just an idea. But yeah, like I said, nothing set in stone. It's just a working idea for now. If you guys are into that, you can let me know in the comments. All right, yeah, and I guess that's gonna do it for this episode. I've completely run out of things to say, which is rare. But yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Ihilda Amigo. You can catch me on Twitch. We've got the next time I'm gonna stream is probably going to be Sunday. I'm going to be continuing the AEW series. Oh yeah, in the last episode we ran our 1-year anniversary event and it went extremely well. We got a 91. So yeah, we've got some momentum going for us there, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of look to continue that as we kind of work our way towards the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Full Gear. But yeah, that's what's going on in the AEW series. I hope you guys check that out, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Hijo de Amigo. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you next time. Take it easy, everybody.